Is it recording yet?
Now it is. It had a countdown. It didn't tell you though. What is this? Are we in person? What is this
back there? Hi.
What's up, everyone?
Welcome. This is Chip Roasting.
I'm Wally.
I am somebody. I'm Brennan. I'm not Brennan. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. We're roasting some chips. What is chip roasting?
Chip roasting is just palling around and talking about nerdy stuff.
Absolutely. And welcome back to another fantastic episode.
Yeah, this is really formal. I'm gonna make that our there's like a thing on Spotify and trailer. I'm gonna make it the trailer.
Oh,
there
cool.
you go. Because we don't have a trailer.
No,
and I've been meaning to.
Now we do.
I've been meaning to say that we need to make a trailer.
Well, that worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull your mic a little bit closer. I can just a little. Like you can like pull it through the thing.
How's that?
There you go. Not.
ASMR.
It's not. They made the same exact joke for their first episode.
Oh yeah.
If you guys haven't noticed, if you're watching this, which is weird, why are you watching this?
Why are you watching this?
Yeah, I know.
Welcome back to Chip Roasting ASMR. Here's the
gator head, sans Loki ears.
Yeah, we just need a wolf head, and then we'll have wolf gator
That'd be
entertainment.
a little bit more difficult to get the hold of the wolf head. I put the gator in the wolf head. That's what I should do.
Yeah.
It's wolf gator entertainment.
Ooh, that could be
There
like
you
you could have like an artsy design for the logo.
Give it time and
Oh,
effort.
I need to
that
sitting over
takes.
here.
I
I
know,
need to have my
really.
face like
Completely cut off.
yeah.
The-
Wait, hold on. there we go.
Last week floating head. This week half a head.
Yep.
I forgot to clip that.
Ah,
I don't know if you've
so-
noticed, but I'm really bad at keeping up with the Instagram page. We need to get like someone who's like full time doing that.
Or you need to give me.
Oh, yeah, I
editing
give
or,
you
like,
the information.
login or whatever, and I can clip some stuff.
I
and all
wonder
that.
if I will ever remember the login.
Yes,
I know. What's
I'm
fun?
gonna. My audio is gonna. I'm not used to this microphone here.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, well, speaking of which, there's no microphone for people who do watch, which is
yeah.
me. We don't have a microphone today because
We have an alligator head.
someone
We have a
forgot
severed
it.
alligator head.
We don't have lighting. It's
Wait, is
real
it-
bad production today.
It's crocodiles that weigh a lot more than alligators, right? I thought alligators and crocodiles were like comparable sizes. No, crocodiles weigh oh so very much. I know this because I was playing in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, right? And me and a bunch of other people fell down this hole, right?
Oh, I thought you were playing Dungeons and Dragons by yourself, like you.
No.
And,
What?
Stephen Wright can do that.
Oh,
Not
yeah?
Stephen Wright, not Stephen Strange either. Mark.
Who? Oh,
Mark
yeah.
Spector can do that.
Yeah.
He can play. He can play D&D by himself.
I don't know if that would work. I wonder how well that would work.
Well, he wouldn't remember.
No. But I was playing, and then we all fell down this hole. I was trying to hold onto the ladder, but I couldn't. And I didn't want to fall down and like get hurt.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm a druid. I'll polymorph into an animal. And I was
Sure.
like, I'll polymorph into a crocodile.
Not something that can fly.
And I couldn't, unfortunately, polymorph into something that can fly. I was one level too short to do that. So I was like, I'll polymorph into a crocodile.
Sure.
Easy peasy. They weigh like what, like 800 pounds? No.
Something like that,
They weigh
no.
like 2,000 pounds. Alligators weigh 800.
Wow.
Crocodiles weigh like 2,000, which
Magnificent.
wouldn't be a problem ordinarily. But my two friends fell first, so I fell as a 2,000 pound crocodile on top of them. Smush.
Oof.
Yes. Yes.
What a wild start to this episode. This is going to be a very long episode. It always is when we're in
We
person.
should not do this in person anymore.
No,
We just
I
have to
know.
do
It's
this
really
online,
bad.
Yeah.
Though our longest is online, so really, somewhere in
Yeah.
the middle.
Yes.
Like we should be in the same room on Zoom.
Yeah.
That's how it should be
Yeah.
done.
With horrible audio because it's like the feedback loop
feedback.
or whatever. Yeah.
No headphones, of course, obviously.
No. You
But
can do it from here. I'll zoom in from Mark Hamill's house.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. He's my neighbor, so that
Yeah.
works
Yeah.
out, you know.
I'll be crouching like in his laundry room or closet or whatever, just like
With your light just sitting there in the laundry room. It's like, hopefully he doesn't need
Frantically,
to do
like-
laundry that day.
yeah.
But you know his laundry schedule, so.
Yep. Every Tuesday at 6.
Could you
He's in there.
imagine?
A
That's
big
what time
old-
our
that-
podcast
big
comes
old
out.
basket of
actually.
laundry. Oh, yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's actually Tuesday at 8, if
Yep.
I remember.
He actually
to edit podcast.
he puts it on in the background as he's folding clothes, as Mark Hamill does.
He does not have anyone else to do that because he is everyone.
Yes.
He's got a lot of laundry days because he's everyone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. He goes through a lot of clothes.
because he's everyone. Before we get started, as if that's
we're
not where we
started yet.
already are.
Am I? Hold on, I'm gonna use this microphone
I'm
back
gonna
in
give.
frame again.
I'm gonna give an update
Let's do this.
on something that no one asked for, but I've been doing for a while.
All right. Cool.
So
Is this
starting.
good?
So yeah, it's fine. You're good.
Sound wise, you have the headphones on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're okay. Just move a little.
Is it good?
A little closer, maybe. Just a little. Just a tad. There you go.
So tedious.
I know.
Okay, you can maybe resume your update.
Okay. So back in the May of 2019,
Yes.
like spring of 2019, I was in my
May
job,
of
right?
2019. Wow, that was way before.
That was 3 years
Mark Hamill even was everyone.
ago. I know. Before the pandemic.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I started keeping track. I got bored at work, and so I started keeping track of songs that stuck in my head. I started a playlist, right?
Oh yeah, I saw a tweet about this.
I did.
think.
Yeah, I'm gonna discuss it.
Yeah.
And I've added 2 more since.
Okay.
So it's just 400 that year, 500, 600, 500 next year.
Yeah.
Last
so
year,
like 800
I kept
or
track the
900 now?
entire year.
Yeah.
Well, a different playlist for every year.
1,000 maybe.
So last year-
1,100 now.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So last year, I had about 693
Sure.
songs stuck in my head. That's 7 short of 700. That's a lot of freaking songs.
Yeah.
Did I know I knew that many songs? Probably. I mean,
Okay.
I have like 20,000 on my phone.
Oh.
So, I mean, do I know all of them?
And
No.
you probably know at least like 6 of those.
At least.
Yeah.
But, so...
Of course, the other 900 songs are just all from that U2 album that downloaded on everyone's phone.
On
It
everyone's
was a
phone,
very
yeah.
long album.
It was. What is going on?
900
Oh,
songs.
Okay, there we go. So, we are 31% of the way through 2022.
Yes.
Naturally, because everyone follows an account percentage of the way through.
I will occasionally get those tweets on my
2022.
timeline because you like them. It says,
Yeah, so
whatever
I don't know
your
why you're
name
not
on-
following it. So
Twitter is like this tweet. And I'm like,
it's like the 3 tweets I like a week because
Nice.
I'm never on Twitter. But like I said, 31% of the way through the year. I already have 62% of the number of songs I had last year. I'm at 429 songs
okay.
stuck in my head this year.
So now, overall, add
God,
it
I
up.
have no idea. That's a lot of
That's
songs.
a lot of songs.
There are repeats, not in
Okay.
each individual playlist, but like from year to year.
Interesting.
Because I listen to the same music. I have no music change.
Wow.
All those 20,000 because it's all the U2 album.
20,000.
Yeah,
that what you said?
in my
Wow.
in my music playlist
Nice.
library. All the 20,000, they're all U2. It's that free album just over and over again.
Did the light just
Probably.
get dim? Wow. I should run my lights here. It'd be so cool if we.
Brennan
had those.
forgot everything. This
Yeah, I
week,
know. I did.
so
No,
he's
no
really
microphone,
behind.
no lights, no ears for this
I know.
guy. I can.
Next time.
Let me just get right there. Perfect for an audio medium here. Perfect for an
I know,
audio
like
medium.
if the lights go
Yeah.
out, people aren't gonna care because no one watches.
Oh yeah. Imagine like someone's watching it, like halfway through, it just goes completely dark,
and we're just
and then
sitting
we're
here
like,
just like
and we're like,
as
who
if it doesn't
cares? We'll
notice.
just keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's funny with your hat. Your face is like entirely in shadow.
I know
Yeah.
because the light's up there instead of over there. But
Just
anyway,
snip this picture right here and post.
You really think
Get this on
You
Twitter.
really think I'm gonna be able to do that?
We're back in person. LOL. Hashtag in person podcast. Hashtag.
But yeah, if I can find the passwords to it, I'll give you the password
Oh,
information for the Instagram page. So maybe you can run it and better.
Sweet.
Not even better. It's just we need a couple clips a week. That's
I'm trusting the viewers here to hold him accountable for that.
so
If-
Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Matt, you know where he lives.
He does. This is true. He
You
lives on
have a car. Cars have been known to drive through walls. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to put any thoughts in your head here, but I'm giving you some dots. Maybe they're connectable. Maybe they aren't.
He's nudging you in a certain direction there, Matt.
It's free will, but you can nudge yourself or your car in any direction you want, especially if that direction happens to be
Into
a
a
wall
wall. Yeah.
of not this wall.
No,
Because
that'd be
this is
really
an
hard
interior wall.
on the second floor. I mean,
That wall, however, would be very
impressive, actually.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Man, we are. This is gonna be a long ass podcast.
Are we into news yet?
Oh no!
And that wraps up news. Oh, it doesn't wrap up news.
that ends up to what I call in my notes the before.
The before. Okay.
So now we're good. Well, let's get the news then.
yeah.
So the thing.
Perfect
segue.
segue. Speaking of segues, I've heard that they're little.
So the first thing off the docket is neither Marvel nor DC
Okay.
nor whatever the hell else. Star Wars. It's over there. I should know. There's like 6 things that says that like, at least 6 over there that says what we're talking about.
Star Wars. I haven't heard of that before. Is that one of those movie things?
Yes, I mean you're only in 1982 in terms of movies, so I understand why you've only watched
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
But Discovery.
Oh, like
you see
that
this?
Star Wars.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I'm
Discovery,
board
I don't know
now.
if you saw
Yes.
this.
Discovery.
The channel that is known for
okay.
education has acquired Warner Media. You see that?
Yes, that's
There's,
why
there's
apparently
a lot of wild stuff going on. I guess it is kind of DC news. So
that's why, like, not only Legends of Tomorrow, but I've actually also found out that Young Justice, which is a show that I actually like and for its quality, unlike Legends, their renewals are uncertain. Because when mergers like this happens, the most common thing is a lot of projects get canceled.
Yeah.
The Flash is safe. The Flash DCW series is safe because it was renewed early before the acquisition.
Right.
And now every other show is like in jeopardy here. So this sucks.
So they're having a cast member from each show on Jeopardy?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, cool.
yeah. It's an 8-hour special because they have to have all of the little booths lined up. There's a lot of shows. And a lot of them are animated too. So they have to reanimate the characters
Gotcha.
Which, normally wouldn't take that long if they use the Flash or whatever, but they really wanted to do like all of the styles and all of them like accurately, super accurate.
Right, and since they're all in the same universe, they have to cut now.
Yeah. And there's a lot of tiebreakers because I mean, when it's 3 people, they can whatever. But when it's like 8,000 or whatever. Yeah.
But the takeover cost Discovery $43 billion. Which did you know they had that kind of money? I didn't. Though I probably should have assumed that. They're a giant corporation.
Not either. That's a lot of.
It's a lot of billions
money for Discovery.
I know.
I mean, I guess. Is Discovery owned by anyone else, or is this
Nope,
Discovery?
it's just Discovery.
Wow, that's a lot.
I didn't think they had that kind of power,
no.
but they do now. So it's gonna be them and Amazon and Disney.
Wow.
I know. Out of this though, we get news that a complete overhaul of DC Entertainment is coming. Again, they said they want a Kevin Feige like leader. They want more cohesiveness and I quote a coherent and creative brand strategy to revitalize characters like Superman and more stuff like. And have more stuff like the Joker.
Maybe that'll work. But revitalizing Superman, I think he's been revitalized
to death.
Here, almost. They should just skip past Superman. You can loop back around to him at some other point.
They were like, that was like who they specifically talked about the entire time was Superman. So, cool. Which gives, I mean, all this kind of gives me hope, and it's also like, again.
Although I did hear who they were looking at casting as a replacement, and I have high hopes. No, Mark Hamill.
Well, yeah, obviously, but who's he playing? What actor he's gonna be playing?
He's actually,
or is he just straight up Mark Hamill
taking the bold role of playing himself as Tom Cruise as Superman?
But yeah, I don't know. Does it need this happen again? I mean, if they said everything before the Batman is not canon, cool. And they kick it off with the Batman.
If they said everything before the Batman is not canon, everything after the Batman is also not canon, honestly, that would be my.
That's true. That's preferred, I guess. Yeah, you're right. That's kind of what they said already. The Batman is not canon. Everything else, no.
I mean, just one canon movie, and everything else is just EU or AU or whatever.
Alternate universe.
Yeah, extended universe, alternate universe, whatever.
It's all the same
words.
Well, it's not all the same, actually. Yeah. I'm wrong. Sorry.
No.
But speaking of Warner Brothers, they're making a Minecraft movie, live action, with Jason Momoa playing Steve. This is
and Steve is actually
he's the
playing Chris Pratt as a reversal from all the other animated movies here recently.
But yeah, so Jason Momoa is gonna be in a live action Minecraft. The director is the guy who directed Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre.
Okay, maybe that has some potential.
Does it?
No, you're right.
So my question is, are they gonna be blocks? Are they just gonna take the actor's face and make them blocky in CGI land? Or is it going to be like not blocky, which completely defeats the purpose of Minecraft?
The funniest twist is it's not blocky at all. Does not reference any part of Minecraft.
No Ender Dragons. No.
Either.
Nothing. None of that. He's not even going to punch a tree.
No.
Holy shit. So we're going to watch Jason Momoa punch trees?
This is a really great question. And what is it with all these, like... I mean, there was the Sonic movie, which
I've heard is the second one. I've heard the second's really good.
Yeah, I've heard that too. There was the Uncharted movie, which it wasn't horrible.
I've heard mixed reviews.
It looks like Sony. It was Sony, right? Who did Uncharted?
Yeah,
it looks like they're trying to continue to flush Uncharted out, like get like a sequel, another sequel, start to build things off from there.
People
Are they doing like is like video game movies the theme now?
Yeah, because they had to
that
wait
what's
so long
happening?
after Mario Brothers, after the disaster that was the Mario Brothers movie.
Making another Mario movie too, like
yeah, with
but
Chris Pratt.
Minecraft seems like a lot, especially when they
It's
had
blocky.
like the Emoji Movie, which was horrible.
Oh God.
And
You know, my roommate Trenton said it wasn't that bad, and that it's just Inside Out. But he also doesn't like Disney movies that much.
why
so.
did he watch it?
That's his thing. He watched this movie
Yeah.
called Rubber. Have you ever heard of Rubber?
Yes.
He watched that on purpose.
Nice. Nice.
So, well, I mean, it's better than the Velocipaster. Have you watched that?
No, I haven't, but
Have you seen-
I see that everywhere.
Have you seen screen grabs from it?
No.
It's just a really bad Tyrannosaurus Rex costume, and he's fighting ninjas. It's really
That actually
bad.
sounds
Don't watch
fantastic.
it. It is pretty. We could make that movie.
Yes.
Dude,
We should make that a movie.
We should. Well, I mean, they're already making a sequel, but we could be the studio that does it.
Yeah.
Wolfgate Entertainment with not Brennan
Yes.
Productions or whatever you call yourself.
The Velocipriest.
Velocipriest.
You just lose the naming convention there entirely because Raptor doesn't sound like priest at all.
Gee,
but
really? No idea.
We should. I have an
Pterodactyl.
inflatable T-Rex costume.
Well, that's what they used in the movie.
Yeah, but so we
Kind
could
of.
also make that.
Yeah, you're right. All right. We'll
Maybe
see.
We should.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
How about?
Anyway,
I don't know.
more
something
news.
else
Back to
that's-
news. Apparently, another DC movie is in the works at HBO Max,
I don't believe you.
which will be directed by Black Adams Steichel. I don't know how to say it. It's the Wonder Twins. And
Sorry,
they
I
have
don't-
cast KJ Apa and from Riverdale and 1883's Isabel May as the leads.
I do not believe that DC has made a movie.
That's right. You're right. But yeah, so the Wonder Twins. You know that TV show from like the 70s,
Nope.
80s? No,
I actually don't know what you're talking
you
about.
don't know. You don't know what the Wonder Twins is?
Like unironically, not joking here. I
Oh.
am confused.
So yeah, so the Wonder Twins are like
I was joking before.
Wonder
But now
Twins.
I'm not.
Like
Okay.
they have powers. They go Wonder Twins, and then they become whatever they want. I only know what they are
become
because
whatever they want.
they have to like say what they want to be.
Okay.
But yeah, so I only know this because of a Family Guy skit that made fun of them,
Mark Hamill. Yeah.
where Peter Griffin turned Peter Griffin turned into underwear, and then was worn. Yeah, and it's a whole thing.
Interesting.
Oh no, never mind. I'm not gonna say what he turned into because I mean this isn't like this is an explicit podcast, but like it's a bit too far.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean I guess I could tell you later if I remember. But yeah, so the Wonder
That's
Twins
okay.
is a thing that they're doing
You don't have to.
anyway. Lastly,
there
on
for
the
that.
DC front, which is a thing, a rumor is going around.
He bit me.
He's referring to the alligator head, not me. I did not bite Brennan. For all our audio listeners.
There's an alligator head right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've specified that enough yet. I feel like we kind of talked about it, but I don't know.
Briefly.
Yeah.
But so there's a rumor going around via Illuminati, who usually gets stuff pretty
Oh.
okay. That the oh geez, I don't know how to say this name. SOPE. So is it soap? Sope?
I'm not good with
Derisu?
words or speaking.
There's a lot of accents on this one. So
Okay.
Derisu is in talks to play John Constantine in J.J. Abrams'
Ooh,
Constantine
Let
series.
me look up what he looks like really quick.
John
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams.
Who's this? Ow. Who's this?
Constantine series.
John-
Some leaks were found and details and general story
So
of the
you said
series is
SOPE what?
DIRISU.
DIR
ISU.
Wait, ISU?
Uh-huh. But there's
spell
like
it
lots of accents.
Okay.
So I don't. There's an accent on the I, with both the I's and the U.
Oh. That would be interesting.
It's great audio.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
mean him,
the
right?
general story. Yeah, that guy.
Okay. You guys
So the
can
general
look it up
story
for
is
yourself.
that the series will see streets of London filled with supernatural body horror and urban
Oh.
action. It will see Constantine's whole world changed when he
know
meets
how
a
I
young
feel about
girl that
that.
pulls him into the dark world of the occult.
Oh, so it's like a prequel-esque series.
I guess so.
then.
Yeah.
Like it's how he becomes Constantine.
Yes, I guess so.
I mean, I guess he was technically Constantine.
He's always been Constantine. That's his name. But how he
a last
became
name.
like,
Yeah.
like a powered being.
Yeah, I don't know if he has
So,
like,
yeah.
like a title like
So,
Doctor Strange is
do
Sorcerer
you-
Supreme or anything.
Do you trust J.J. Abrams with John Constantine?
No.
But he made Lost. You know what? That's a good point. And he made that Star Wars. Wait, which Star Wars movie did he make?
He made 7 and 9, I think. So
Okay, I liked 8.
The
so.
2 from the sequel that I don't like. Yeah.
Oh, you liked Force Awakens? You didn't like Force Awakens? I thought it was good.
I thought it was.
That's a whole different conversation.
I thought it was a good starting point,
Yeah.
and then it didn't really start
Yeah,
anything.
that's
it's
fair.
like a fuse that kind of just like it's a fuse that just kind of ends as a fuse, and you're like, okay, what was the point of lighting the fuse?
It's like when you light a match and then
Yeah.
you just like let it burn itself out.
Yeah.
I like the sequels for the
Do you
record.
know the classic?
I understand people's gripes with it.
1960s TV series Mission Impossible opening sequence.
No.
It's like there's a match that gets lit and they light a fuse and the fuse goes to like the whole like intro credits or whatever. It's like if you did that sequence, where you just like the mention is like, and it just it stays on that image. It has the match just burned down. And the hand just drops it, and that's all that happens.
But so, are you excited for this? Are you skeptical? Are you?
I'm skeptical of everything that DC is involved in.
That's you know what? That's fair.
Right
That's
now.
very fair.
They have me with the Batman, and the stuff James Gunn has been working on. I do like the stuff James Gunn has been working on.
James Gunn is actively trying to save it while everyone else is trying to push it
I
down.
was looking for the Flash, and now the first Flash movie may be the last Flash movie, and it is still 5 years late.
I know.
So
Still might be 5 years later than that too. It's
depending
5
on
years.
how all this goes.
It's 5 years away from being 5 years away.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's the DC news. On the Disney Plus news. Some quick Disney Plus news. Apparently,
Disney Plus news.
there's going to be a National Treasure reboot series on Disney Plus.
Cool.
Justin Bartha, according to Deadline, will reprise his role for the original movie. I don't know who that is.
I
just wrote down the headline.
Cool.
But on to Star Wars.
Oh, that was all Disney Plus
That
news.
was it. Star Wars. Bryce Dallas Howard of Jurassic World fame, who has also directed episodes of The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, came out and said in an interview with Romper when the interview said, and in the interview she
Oh, I didn't do the little
shit. How do I read this?
crack thing. I already opened this, or was this open, or what? Trying to do a little
Did you grab the wrong
crack
one?
thing. I grabbed the one that was right there.
Oh, then I don't know. I didn't open it.
Oh.
Mine did it twice. That's weird.
Hope mine's good.
This is great audio.
We can't both drink water at the same time. No one's speaking.
I know that's why I didn't take a long gulp like I wanted to. Well, anyway, let's see if I can read this. What I wrote. The interview said that the Clone Wars.
Can you start over? I already.
So Bryce Dallas Howard in an interview said, without giving anything away, you are going to love the Ahsoka show that's coming up for people who like the Clone Wars. I cannot tell you anything, but I can say that if you are a big fan of Clone Wars, you will be greatly rewarded.
Nice.
What I wrote down is a mess. I don't know English, apparently.
I actually think I heard that quote. I actually think he went on to say, also, if you liked Star Wars Rebels, you will hate this show because we ignored all of it. We actually wrote everything backwards. We reversed the character deaths that happened, and we killed off the people who were supposed to be alive.
So Hera's dead?
Yeah, just like
Kanan's the only one that lives?
Retroactively. Actually, the Ahsoka show opens with like an opening crawl. That's not unusual for the show. It opens with an opening crawl. Just everybody died in a car crash just off screen.
Car crash?
Yeah,
not a speeder?
Invented cars. And
they went back and invented cars. They said, you know what would be great on these speeders? Wheels. and then because they didn't know how to drive it, they went crashed it.
The rebels
and everyone died.
Were tasked with the first test drive. And it should have gone smoothly, but no one told the rebels it was stick shift.
Okay.
And also, they had assumed the car would fly.
So they don't.
Put it
not how wheels work.
Off a launch pad.
Gotcha.
And then it did not fly. And it was a cliff, and it was on Camino. Or Mustafar.
That's gone, so.
Yeah, just either water or lava or something. They fell into that.
All the structures in Camino are in the water, so.
Yeah.
Because, what happened in the Bad Batch.
Yes.
So they're just on Mustafar and inventing cars, and we're just like, hey, we're going to, drive this now. And
if that was...
They pulled up and nothing happened.
Of course, yeah. All of that, is Camino. Camino is just water. If that was all of Camino that we saw, it was destroyed.
Yep.
I prefer the AU adaptation where like all the rest of Camino is like on land and like a paradise, just that one little ocean thing that's raining. That's all we ever see of it. Okay. Everywhere else is just a utopia that just is ignored for some reason.
Is that a thing?
It's like the other half of the planet is just land.
Is that a thing, or did you make that up?
No, I just made that
up. I like that too. So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
you just never see that half of the planet. It's like the dark side of the moon. It's like that.
Yeah.
And like the dark side of the moon, it also does not exist. But
You're
it
right.
could. I was talking about the Pink Floyd album.
This is a that does exist. It's over there. Actually, I don't have it, but that'd be fun if I did. It does not exist in this room. That is, you are true. You are. That is true. In this scenario. Anyway, in the same vein, a piece of news I missed from last episode.
Interesting.
According to
Percy
THR,
Jackson?
no.
Oh,
we covered that.
we did the last episode.
Yeah.
Cool.
According to THR, Peter Ramsey, who directed the Spider-Verse, is set to direct an episode of Ahsoka.
Interesting.
Yeah, should be cool. Spider-Man is supposed to show up apparently.
Yeah.
But which one? We don't know.
All of them.
No,
yes. Actually, only John Mulaney's Spider-Ham.
Yes, he's gonna become a Jedi.
It's just
he's gonna become Ahsoka's Padawan.
Yeah, because in all the new shows you need that.
They think he's a Gamorrean,
cute little baby alien sidekick. It'll just be
to her. He would be an alien.
Spider-Ham. Yeah.
There are no pigs in Star Wars, as far as I know, except the Gamorreans.
Yeah,
which are the big guards for Jabba.
Yeah.
Well, Boba.
What if you took off Spider-Ham's mask and he just looked exactly like
a Gamorrean?
One of those guys. Yeah.
That'd be
the axe and everything.
You take off his mask, he just gains an axe. It's like, wait a second.
Is there any other news?
Yes, there's a lot more. So
there's a lot more.
Not a lot more. But we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pieces.
Six more pieces.
So
okay.
we can go through this. All right, ready?
One. Yeah.
EW posted their Entertainment Weekly.
Entertainment Weekly? Okay.
Yeah, I was like CW. Like, we're not there yet. The EW posted on their Twitter that why am saying his name right this time? Hayden Christensen watched the Clone Wars and Rebels in preparation for his return to Star Wars and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I think that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyway, now to Marvel news, and the big piece of Marvel news from last week.
I just imagine him like watching, that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio, I believe, where he's like, oh, "That's me."
It's me.
That's me. Just points out his finger, whatever. He's like, "That's me."
I wonder if he's like, "Man, I would have looked good with that haircut." Oh wait, he did have that haircut. Yeah. Kind of.
Not.
It's a little different.
Not as.
It's not as animated.
Yeah.
At least we don't think so.
Yeah.
Could have been animated.
That'd be really funny if, like, in like the Kenobi show, it's not even him in costume; it's just the animated version of him, just like, and everyone else is live action. He's just completely like copy and pasted out of Star Wars Rebels.
Rebels? You mean the 5 seconds we saw of his eye?
No, I mean like him in the
in the Vader suit.
Like It's like the Vader suit, just not live action.
With the voice of the other guy, the guy who played him in the show.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's Hayden Christensen. He wore the green morph suit from with all the balls on it. They finally managed to wrestle it off of the Fox. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They
got him.
I'm glad we got closure.
Glad
we got closure on that situation there.
Hayden Christensen was the Fox all along, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Luke came back full circle. That was a couple episodes back here. That was like a couple months back.
So Hayden Christensen's Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Was that not confirmed yet? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Cool.
I meant to...
Insider information.
To toss that out. Toss that little
we
chunk of wisdom.
Got a trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yes, we did. That was
the
fantastic.
Best way. So the best way I can describe this movie is that it's an 80s coming of age film for a god looking for a way in life.
It looks so good. It looks so incredible.
Like
Taika
Waititi outdid himself this time.
Teaser trailers have been misleading before. There's time for it to all go horribly wrong, but it looks really good.
But I trust Taika Waititi.
Yeah, it looks so good.
It looks really good.
Got a tiny glimpse of Rocket Raccoon, and I like that because I like Rocket Raccoon. I want to see
where I thought we were going with that.
More of him.
The very funny moments in the ad.
So funny. And it looks good. Like he's trying to it really is character development in a way that we haven't seen a lot of.
It's Thor's coming of age
in Marvel.
Film.
Yeah,
I told you that. It's a coming of age film for a god.
I just wanted to elaborate on that. But
they're going to. It looks like it, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a little bit of Jane Foster there, which was
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
I
cool,
saw way
'cause-
too many people in the comments calling her mommy.
Oh yeah. No. Okay. One thing I absolutely have to say, it's not just her, but it has happened with, I think, it's a lot more recently. I've only started to notice it really recently here.
This is why Padme died.
Every new piece of
Padme
like
became Thor.
Star Wars news, ever since Hawkeye, I first started
Yeah.
noticing with Hawkeye, and then like every other trailer, every like fan page that has promoted like posts or whatever that I just keep
Yeah.
seeing in my feeds, every time there's a female actor, they go out of their way to overly like sexualize her
They do
or
that.
talk about her body in some way.
They
And
literally
I'm
just
like,
say mommy in the comments.
yeah, I'm like, just these are people. Just
I
let
cannot
them
tell
be.
you,
Leave them alone.
There are a lot of
You
Haley
don't have
Steinfeld ones.
to do this.
Lots of Haley Steinfeld ones.
Yeah, and there was someone who it was
People
in
have too much time on their hands.
it was in a Moon Knight. There was like there was an official.
Oh, I
like,
haven't
fan
seen
page
one of
that's
those.
supposed to post memes, and it was just all there were several all right back to back about the actress who I don't even know the character's name or actress's name.
I don't either.
But I'm like okay, just
Not Lydia.
there's
Layla.
why is your first thing you're talking about being like
I've only seen
like
them.
their body?
I've
Just
only seen that from
dial it back. Just
my
a-
boy Oscar
a little
Isaac.
bit.
I've seen a lot of those for Oscar.
Yeah,
Isaac.
and
I think
like
I'm on the wrong side
and
of the
like
internet.
and and even for the guys and stuff too, it's like it is done for them as well, but it's really done, and I feel like a lot more grosser
course.
ways for the women.
Men are
I just
gross.
hate that it's like all these like big pages
Men are
that have,
disgusting.
that have tons of followers just putting out content like this. It's like no,
Stop.
please.
Stop.
I'm
Get help.
begging you, stop it. Like they're really talented actors, actresses. Appreciate
They
their
are.
work on that. Stop it with just over sexualizing them in all these like meme posts or whatever. It's not funny. It's not good. It's just harmful in like the long run. That's
They're not your
That's
mother.
all it is.
They're not your mother or
yeah.
your father.
Well, yeah. Hopefully you wouldn't be sexualizing your mother and father. In
Our
that kind of
generation's
way.
weird.
Yeah. Hopefully it wouldn't go quite that far. But yeah.
Granted,
they're-
baby boomers started saying baby to each other, so
Yeah. I don't know. Just please stop. That's why.
don't over sexualize actors, please. They
just-
are people.
Yeah. I just had to add that here. I just had to add that. But
Thank you.
yeah.
It's a good soapbox. I enjoyed that.
Cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Brennan's in the know.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, it's gonna be really interesting seeing Jane Foster in this kind of role because I believe it is confirmed now that it's like that Jane Foster, the Jane
The
Foster.
one in the universe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so like it's like not like a multiverse one. It actually is her, and she's Thor now.
She looks fucking ripped.
Oh, yeah.
Like she got ripped
Oh,
for
yeah.
this. Natalie Portman put in the work for this, and I saw a lot of people saying that she did. I'm like, guys, go away, go home.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Of course she's ripped. She's Thor.
yeah. So like
She was ripped for. Actually, I don't know. She was ripped as Padme. She was like 12.
I'm
when she
interested to
took that
see the
role,
whole
but-
backstory. I'm interested to see how she got like.
Well, in the comics, it was
The
like she
powers,
got
right.
like she had cancer, and then she was able to
Oh.
fight off cancer by becoming Thor because she was able to lift the hammer. But I don't know if they'll
Interesting.
go with that same storyline.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. How does she get into space? First off.
No, I'm sure that's on Earth.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
'cause-
Oh, that's right. Because New Asgard's on Earth.
Or
You're right.
Well, because like I don't know, because it looked like a big battle or whatever. But I saw in the background there is a car. There's
Right,
like a car.
right.
So I don't know where the battle takes place. I don't know what's going on in the grand scheme of things. I thought it was in space too, based on like whatever. But it looks like it is on Earth.
Okay. Well, because
And-
I forget New
and-
Asgard's on Earth now, so
And the hammer is
it's back.
back
It's back.
somehow
Yeah.
because we've seen the hammer in like in game, but it was the
It
hammer
was
from
the
the
old
past.
hammer, yeah, and they had to go
And-
put it back because
yeah.
that's what Cap did. He went and put it back, but
And-
now it's back together.
And this is the one. It's like all the
Maybe.
pieces.
She found it. No, because Hela. How did it get back to her? How did it? Because didn't Hela break it on Asgard?
On Earth, because that was on. Wait, that was on Earth, right?
Oh, no, you're right. It was when they were with his dad who went in, like, exile or something.
Yeah, who Loki put in like the nursing home or like old folks home or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
So
right.
she obviously found the pieces and reassembled it somehow, or it reassembled itself through magic. But I'm not
Right.
sure how that would work. So,
I wonder if Darcy will come back.
ooh, that's interesting.
She was great in WandaVision.
Yeah,
It's been a while since we've seen her.
yeah,
It's been a while since we've seen Jane Foster in general.
yeah.
We got to catch up on her backstory.
Yeah, the last time
hoping-
was Thor: The Dark World, right?
Yeah. Because the rest is
Sucks.
because Thor 3 was in space, or Thor Ragnarok was in space.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see what happens in this. There's a lot of backstory they have to go into. Hopefully it's not too long. Probably won't be, right? Anyway.
I trust...
Taika Waititi?
Yeah.
All right. Me too. Sony.
Oh.
Has a release date for Madam Web movie.
Boo.
It's set for July 7th, 2023.
I'm not excited for
Filming
anything.
is going to start soon in Boston.
Sony, you ruined it.
Sony again delayed Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and will officially premiere on October 7th, 2023. And Part 2 is set for theaters March 29th, 2024.
The reason they did that is because Part 1 and Part 2 originally were supposed to heavily feature the Morbius that we just saw. And now they have to remove like all of the movie because basically the shots were going to be everything we saw in the trailer, and then Morbius in every other scene, like this one.
Gotcha. Just
like
Morbius is the main character
like
in this movie.
Live action still, just in the animated world. No, I don't know why they delayed it. Hopefully,
I don't know.
Hopefully everything with that movie goes well because the first one was super great.
Yeah, it was a really good movie. Yeah.
And this is supposed to be an even better one. And hopefully it is.
Oh, yeah,
hopefully
and we saw Spider-Man 2099.
Doesn't ruin it.
My favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They're going to ruin it.
Yeah.
Sony. Production on the Echo Show for Disney Plus has started.
Cool.
As of April 20th.
Please have Wilson Fisk in that.
According to Allegra Cox.
Please have
herself,
Wilson Fisk. Please have Wilson Fisk.
She put it on an Instagram story.
I'm whoever is working on that, I'm begging you, please don't have Wilson Fisk be dead if he has you wasted a character. That's all I have to say.
Agreed.
You wasted them.
They're really good at doing that, though.
Yeah, they're really good at doing that.
Finally, you see the new Lightyear trailer?
Yes.
Incredible. That movie looks so good.
Yeah, it is a little odd. Like it looks like a great movie, but like it should not be related to Toy Story directly. And apparently, what it's supposed to be is like the movie that Andy saw in universe in Toy Story that inspired him.
Star Wars
to get the
Andy,
toy. Yeah, which it looks too much like a movie that was made in like in this year, which makes sense because it is made in this year. But like
it actually was not made in this year.
Well,
it was made for the last 4 years or something.
But like
Probably
I would expect, for a movie that Andy saw and liked, it would be more of like a campy style, like 80s or 90s esque.
Well, maybe it is. We've only seen bits and pieces of it,
but the trailer gives a very different tone than what I would expect.
Yeah, canonically it'll be weird in the Toy Story universe, but to us, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
It looks.
Oh, yeah.
It looks really good.
Right?
Have you seen the other new Pixar movie that they just came out with?
Which one?
Turning Red.
Oh yeah,
I've not seen it. I've heard it's really good.
That one was great.
I've heard, especially if you were born in the '90s, it's like really good.
Yeah,
because like nostalgia and whatnot. But very excited for Lightyear.
Yeah.
I need to watch. I'm very behind on my movies. If you haven't noticed,
Turning Red takes place in 2002.
Okay.
And one of the funniest critiques I saw of it was the Canadian, like the movie takes place in Canada, centered around children in Canada. Facing all these other issues in 2002 does not properly address the ramifications of September 11th of the United States.
Jesus.
That's
very neat. That's very American centric.
That I saw, and I was like,
States centric.
What do you mean?
The children? Do you think they cared? Not cared. It's just not. Yeah. Do you think that they knew? Like they knew entirely. Yeah.
It's just such a weird criticism to be like. It takes place in a different country, like a year after that. Why would it? Like, does every movie that takes place in that time period need to specifically
address it?
Have a character turn to the camera and be like, "Here
9/11 was bad.
Here are my thoughts about the events and the country's reaction here." It's like
no, especially as a movie made for children.
Yeah, like it just seems very odd.
It's a weird criticism.
Yeah,
people are strange.
Yeah, it just seems very unnecessary, but it's a very good movie that I liked a lot.
We'll have to redo our rankings in a couple of years, like maybe after this year for Pixar. I don't know if anything's changed for you, but it has changed for me.
I like Turning Red a lot, so that might be high up.
Good. So we'll have to invite Steven on for that one because he was mad that we didn't do it last time. Or same thing with
promises.
Same thing with Community. He was like, "You guys did a Community episode?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Why didn't you invite me?" He was like, "It's our fourth episode."
Episode 4. We didn't know what we were doing yet, Steven.
We still don't know what we're doing.
No.
I don't think he listens to it. So
we're just making content exclusively for Matt. So
people do listen to this show. Just mostly Matt listens to every episode.
Yeah. So
that's all I've got Matt, in terms of news. I think that's good
every episode is dedicated to you. So I hope
and Mark Hamill.
Yeah. Well, I mean
that's a given though.
Yeah,
well, Matt is Mark Hamill.
Anyone whose name starts with M.A. Matt.
There you go.
Mark Hamill. Not Tam. Never to Tam.
He's dead.
We killed Tam. We subjected Tam to the Lego Ninjago movie, and it killed him. It destroyed him.
Rest in peace, Tam.
That's another story. Nobody listening except for Matt and the ghost of Tam understands that. We'll explain that in some other episode. Maybe we'll have Matt on one day.
We really need to have Matt on one day, but his schedule's so out here. Especially since the half the stuff we talk about he just doesn't watch or listen to or anything.
Yeah. Well,
he's a good friend. He supports us.
Yeah,
that's what good friends do.
Once we get another episode where there's like no new content out, we'll just have him on. We'll talk about
shoot the shit. Yeah,
Cars, I guess.
What the movie?
I meant like
how I overhyped Cars 3 for him.
I meant the general concept of Cars, but you know what? Sure.
So Matt, Cars.
Yeah.
They go right.
Yep.
So we have updates on the CW verse from Brennan.
Yes, we do. I have to remember all.
It's my time to turn my mic off and let Brennan go.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Maybe I'm not. It turns out that some series do this weird thing where 2 episodes before the end, they take a 5-week break and they don't tell the Brennans who are watching that that's what they're doing. So the Brennans just assume, oh, the show is over. It just ended on this cliffhanger because Legends of Tomorrow always ends on a cliffhanger. Usually it's a big one. Here was a small one. A character was stabbed or whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
What a minor thing to happen.
But I just assumed it was kind of over because they kind of resolved the big issue. They killed the evil computer.
When you explain that storyline, it baffles me. I'm sure that's why you watch the show.
Yes.
Okay.
It's basically just like what's gonna happen next. I literally have no idea because it's the show that it is.
Sure.
But anyway, so this episode started. So there are 2 more episodes.
It's Legends of Tomorrow. I don't think you said it.
Oh,
I think it's obvious, but
okay. Yeah. So it starts, and they're rushing this character to the med bay or whatever, but they can't use this futuristic med bay that just automatically heals people to heal them because the computer is offline because they turned it off because it was evil, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So they turn it back on. They're like, we need to heal this person, so let's turn on this evil computer that probably won't cause any problems.
You sound different outside the mic.
What?
You sound different out of the mic. It's weird.
Am I different good or different bad?
Different good. It's just
so I'm
I'm
better outside than I am in the mic.
No.
Okay.
All the way around.
So I'm worse outside.
Yeah, obviously it's a high end. Like I guess that one's not super high end, but it's higher end than your vocal cords.
Okay, so anyway, they turn the computer back on. It heals the computer, and the computer's like, oh wait, you guys are in here now. I'm up flying. I'll just suck all the air out of the thing, and you will all die.
Okay.
So it does.
Makes sense. Okay.
But then the computer or whatever, who is the human computer.
Yeah.
Not the evil computer. It's gonna get so complicated. Oh my god. So it's like, oh, speak this code to them. So the Legends do speak this code, and then the computer's like, what? That's a code that tells me I can't harm myself. Why would you tell me that? And then they're like, because this is you. This is you in a human form.
Okay.
And the computer's like, oh, it is. Okay, rats. I can't suck the air out now because then I'll die as a human.
Okay.
So then they basically, the Legends have to all huddle around this computer because if they go in a different room, the computer can just close the door and just kill that one person or whatever.
Yeah.
But the computer's evil, so it really wants to kill all of them. Mm-hmm. But then the human computer, yeah. But the human computer and the computer start to negotiate, And they're like, well, what if you don't kill all of us? And they're like, oh, I'll just place you guys all in the timeline here, and you guys can live your lives, and like, but you can't time travel anymore at all.
Okay.
And then that'll be that. But they still want to turn off the evil computer or whatever.
Wait, so they're outside of space and time right now?
Yeah, they're just hovering in like the abstract zone or whatever.
Just the nothingness.
Yeah, it's green and a wavy. I don't know if that's an important detail to know, but it's this void that's all green and wavy. It's like a tunnel. It's like if you zoomed in on like the small intestines, it looks like that. It's all green and stuff.
That's not a visual.
Is that a good picture to have in your mind?
No. Very much no.
So anyway, they all decide to go into their own timelines and all that.
Sure, as one does.
Except for the alien who's disguising himself as a human, but then turned out to be an alien who is now dating the computer, who's a human, decides to stay on the ship. Oh, but then the legends before they all went there. This is so complicated. I'm so sorry. Oh, my head is out of frame. I was sitting like this talking.
No one's watching, Brennan.
It's
two shadow puppets on the.
Yeah, except it's more just hand puppets.
You have to go up
the shadow is obscured.
You have to go all the way up there to do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, distracted.
That's fine. There was the original time traveler played by Matt Ryan, who was no longer playing Constantine, if you remember that from earlier.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, so will we rescue the guy I liked from the Great War? Because that's what you promised. And the computer's like, no, cannot do that. I'm the evil computer. And he's like, oh, okay, well, that sucks. I'll just go and live alone because, I am not able to confidently say that this should have happened because I'm from like the 1910s or whatever here, where LGBT issues was, oh, you'll burn in hell, and that's all it was.
Sure.
But then
to them it was the issue.
Yeah. But the team is like, no. We promised you we would do this. This is right. You should have this relationship.
Right.
So we'll get it fixed. But then the human computer is like, no, I'll take care of this. And then she goes and does it, and she brings back this guy or whatever.
Sure.
But something seems off. And then it's revealed that it's actually not the
guy.
Yeah, like the boyfriend or potential boyfriend she brought back.
Yeah.
She brought back a robot clone of him because she couldn't bring back him because he's a fixed point in history. And he's a fixed point because if he doesn't die, then the inventor of time travel would never invent time travel to try and save him. So it's like this weird thing. But then they go, so then he's a robot. But then the other guy realizes that because he's like, you don't remember all the poetry that we would write each other.
Yeah.
So like he rips out his thing from his skull.
As one does.
Yeah. And then goes back in time to try to save him. But it's a fixed point, so if he does that, he'll die. Sad.
Sure.
So that's where the episode kind of ends. No, the episode ends with the alien human dude. The evil robot tricks him into walking into a room by himself, and then it opens the door and he sucks him out into the empty vacuum of no time and no space.
Just the empty vacuum.
Somehow he survives because, whatever.
Legends of Tomorrow.
No one dies. Yeah, he just kind of like falls out of that into like
into time,
prehistoric times.
Okay.
And he has to build a door because he has this magic key that can get him to this other dimension if he puts it into a door. But he's obviously in a time before doors, so he has to invent the concept of doors in order to get back.
and locks.
Yeah.
Locks
he actually carves out this lock hole. He puts the key in there, or whatever. The next episode is just they figure all of this out. They have to convince the human computer, because now it's just the human computer and the evil computer, and they've been going at it for months because time is an illusion.
Yeah.
And the human computer has become more evil,
as one does.
but they resolve it somehow. I don't remember how. The important thing.
It gets resolved. How?
The important thing is the other arc where they go back and try to save
the guy,
because the inventor of time travel tries to do it. He dies. He's killed. Legend of Tomorrow travel back to before he did that. They save him from dying, and they're like, you can't change it because it's a fixed point here. So then they had to contact the person who fixes the fixed point, and they point out like, hey,
HR.
You don't have to guard here because it's not actually a fixed point. He's like, what do you mean? And they're like, we can't change this to have anything bad happen, because if we change it to somehow make time travel not invented, then we wouldn't have been able to come back and change it, so we don't do anything. And the guy's like, oh, so this isn't an important assignment. My bosses like put me here as some kind of a joke. I'm mad. So then he goes and steals their time ship to travel through time. And they're like, oh, so it's just us now. But they managed to save the boyfriend. They managed to save the the boyfriend here. And it all works out. But then he comes back in the time ship, and they're like, it's about time you came back. And then he's like, uh-oh, I broke some laws.
Whoopsie daisy. Oh, Jesus, that clipped hard. Jesus Christ. Okay. Whoopsie daisy.
But yeah, so, and then it turns out this was like a setup to arrest the Legends, too. Because then a bunch of time police come out of the woodworks of the ship, and they're like, you're all under arrest.
TVA?
Yeah. Yeah.
DC's TVA?
Yeah. Basically, probably. And now this boyfriend dude that they saved from the past from dying in the Great War as a very much closeted, LGBT dude has just been tossed on a magical time ship from like hundreds of years in the future and being told he's arrested for time crimes now. So I feel bad for him just because this is maybe the only episode that he's in because if the series is canceled and he's just in jail forever. I guess it's better than dying in the Great War, but is it? Is it?
No. Well, especially since the time police.
Yeah, he'll be in a total situation where he does not understand at all. So very interesting ending.
Yeah.
It's so funny because the Legends truly think they're done. They can just retire, and then they're arrested. And they're like, no, this isn't over. And like literally the last sound on the show is the entire team going, ugh. And then it cuts to black. There's just such this groan of like more of this.
So that was also the collective groan everyone else watching it made.
Right. So I like how self-aware the show is. It's so good. Like it's so bad and so good at the same time. That's why I love the show. Like I unironically love it, and I ironically love it as well. It's like it's this weird dynamic, this dichotomy. I don't know what the word dichotomy means in that context. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Let's just assume
the reason I became an engineer
that I used it right. Let's just assume that I used that word right.
Oh wow, what a great use of that word, Brennan.
Yeah. Thank you. But it was so bizarre. I can't remember what happened to the computer, but they defeated it somehow. Oh, one of the other almost OG characters retired, like right before that.
Oh,
that happened. So that was nice.
Well, that's good.
He was an OG character from season 2.
Okay.
He was like...
I don't think you know what OG means.
Okay, but we're on season 7 here. He's been on like basically the whole time. He was the first other character to join after the first season ended, and the first new character for like a while.
Gotcha.
Like nobody else new joined around him.
Gotcha.
He's kind of OG, but he's not. Meaning the only character who was in the first or second season who's still there is Sarah Lance.
Of course.
Like the Black Canary or White Canary, I guess now.
Canary.
Yeah.
Of ambiguous color.
Yeah. And also, I guess.
It's a good episode name.
I guess her wife as well, because she was introduced, but she wasn't a member of the team for a while. Right. So maybe her wife can be considered an original kind of character as well. Everyone else is like super after that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, so what a bizarre show. I hope it continues, not because it's super great, but because it's very entertaining for me. And I wish it was renewed. I wish I got the early renewal. I hate that it's in limbo just because Discovery purchased Warner Media and Young Justice, which unironically is like a truly great show.
It's not what I've heard. Actually, I've heard both. I've heard both. I've heard like it's really, really bad. It's so good, but I've also heard it's really, really good. It's so bad.
Like
that's not how that works.
I've only heard good things about it, and I've watched it, and like I really enjoy it. Only problem is it's so confusing at times because they have like every character from the comics, like all of them.
Just every single one.
It's so much to keep track of.
Including that duck that flew through that one panel at one time.
Probably would not be surprised. Honestly, would not be surprised. The first season, I'm going back and rewatching the first season right now. And the
Legends
first
of Tomorrow or Titans?
Young Justice. I'm not talking about either.
Oh shit! I was thinking of Titans. That was not great. That's the one I'm thinking of.
All right. Yeah, I was Young Justice. Young Justice early seasons is so straightforward, so easy, but then they never close any plot threads. I mean, they do story wise, but like characters just stick around. They'll introduce new characters, but keep the old characters' plot threads like open.
Okay.
So there's continually like intersect, and it's so much to keep track of. But it's really good. It's a really high quality show. I definitely recommend if you're ever like, oh, I want to watch a show.
Dude, I have too many shows I have to watch. Like I have a list. It's bad.
You need to watch Legion. We'll talk about that during Moon Knight for that reason.
Anyway,
but it was good. So that's Legends of Tomorrow. I actually have watched all of it now.
There you go.
Legends of Tomorrow.
So
we'll see what comes next, if anything.
You describing that entire thing,
yes,
right, made me realize what a disaster Loki could have been, and I now have a new appreciation for Loki.
Yeah, Loki, except for I don't know.
Still not
Loki
my favorite, but
could never have gotten to that point. I don't think.
It's also been set. It's also only been one season for Loki. It still can get there.
6 episodes too, which sucks. Marvel, make your series longer.
Please make them longer.
Make Moon Knight longer. Just
film him now. Like what's Oscar Isaac doing? Nothing.
Yeah, no.
He's not like a big actor or anything.
Nope.
That's a good segue into Moon Knight. So
Moon Knight
episodes 3 and 4, I think.
Yeah, you obviously remember all of episode 3, so that you can start off by talking about episode 3 here.
Yeah, episode 3 is it was there.
Yeah,
I don't remember anything about episode 3. Gotta be honest.
He was in Egypt because in episode 2 he woke up in.
I remember that. I don't remember anything that happened. Did
you watch it?
I did. I watched it.
Cool.
I vaguely remember what's happening now because there was that whole chase.
Did you watch it or did the alter self in your mind watch it?
Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
he watched. Of course.
He was more.
He was there.
Mark Hamill. Yeah, you went like and you just.
You like how Steven goes. And
woke up. Yeah.
He did do that. Mark.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Mark, remember he went and then he woke up and he stabbed those guys? That happened in episode 3.
You stabbed some guys.
No, I didn't. No, I'm talking in Moon Knight. Actually, it wasn't Steven who stabbed those guys. That's a third person who we think we might be introduced to later.
Yeah.
Which would happen in episode 4. We'll get to that.
Yes.
Or will we? I don't know. We're not going to go through scene by scene. What did you think of episode 3?
I liked it.
For the
viewers. Yeah. I give a thumbs up. So I'd like to now verbally say I gave a thumbs up. Yes. To say that I liked it. I thought some parts of it were a little weird. I wish Kamchu or
Khonshu,
whatever his name is, he was a little bit smarter. I don't think
he's not bright.
Summoning a council that early on was smart. Without any evidence.
I'm starting to remember now.
Okay. Good.
He did do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. I liked the council scene. That was super neat. I wish he was a little bit smarter. I wish he had prepped Mark a little bit more. Mark looked like he was having a stroke the entire time.
I thought Steven was there. Oh, no, you're right. It was Mark.
Yes, Steven was there at one point. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm. I thought that was really cool.
Khonshu
the set
was
design.
Not prepared. That other guy, super prepared.
That set design for that scene was incredible.
Yeah.
Really nailed it.
It was great. Oh, there was the one scene where after somebody stabbed all of those dudes or whatever, Mark held that one guy over the cliff because Khonshu was like, "Oh, he'll talk," and then he was like, he got the knife and he fell down.
Yeah, cut his shirt or something.
And Mark didn't even get the soul stone.
That is a high IQ joke.
All the way down.
That is a high IQ joke there, Brennan. That was good. I like that. That was good.
Thank you.
Fist bump. Can't do that on the computer. I mean, I guess I could punch this computer screen. Or the camera, which is usually all the way over there.
Yeah, just get up, hit the camera.
Hit the camera. Yeah. So I enjoyed episode 3.
Yeah.
Apparently not as much as you because I didn't remember it at first. But...
the moon thing was cool. I feel like that was a little bit.
Oh yeah. How it moved back to the night sky.
Concept almost because I feel like if I was a superhero in that world, like any superhero, I would be like, let me fly out to Egypt real quick to see what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That was a bit high. That was a bit OP.
Yeah.
It was cool, though.
Yeah.
It was really helpful. And then that's kind of where they left off. I mean, in the desert.
Yeah.
Kind of just...
Mark, Steven, all of them just passed out.
And Layla.
Yeah, I mean, Layla was actually conscious, though.
That's true.
She was like, Steven, Mark, Khonshu. Yeah.
Please talk to me. Does she know about Khonshu?
Yeah, right?
Don't remember.
Yeah, because she was
watched him fight him. Yeah, I forgot.
Come in the suit. And
Steven
Steven was like, what suit? And
that's right.
And Layla was like, you're not Mark, are you?
So episode 4.
Yeah.
Was a trip.
Yeah. That was really like Indiana Jones-esque.
And the first part of it was, I thought that was really cool.
And then the end, the end was cool. Not Indiana Jones-esque, but
no.
Cool.
Like, you said Legion-esque.
Yes, Legion-esque.
Which I think is actually a word, Legion-esque. Oh, no, it's Legionnaires. That's a disease. Anyway. Anyway, so it started, basically just started with, he woke up. Oops. And then they found out where the other guy was. Not Edward Snow, whatever his name is.
Other guy.
The bad guy. Edward Snow is from the Game of Thrones.
Oh, I was thinking of President Snow from Hunger Games. Yeah.
We are all over the place today. Ethan Hawke's character. That's what I'm thinking of, whose name I cannot remember at this moment. But they went and tried to find him. They found his campsite. They went into the tomb. And that's where shit got crazy. Yeah. What was that thing? Oh, they really leaned into the horror in this episode, which I loved. And I said last episode, I wish they'd lean into it more.
I don't know if I have any specific thoughts about Moon Knight here.
We're just recapping again.
Liking this show a lot. I'm trying to think of any extra things I can add.
But what was that thing
towards the end
that was killing in the thing?
It was cool.
I know it was. Yeah. But wait, what was it?
I don't.
Was it like Was it a demon? Someone killed it. I think.
I'm assuming it was one of the guards or whatever that was buried with the pharaoh tasked to protect the tomb.
Right, and since Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
It felt.
Did you
very D&D almost with dungeons exploring or whatever?
Yeah.
That's exactly what you would find.
Did you notice the guy who died? In front of Steve, the guy who saw his face, the guy who was really bloodied.
No, I don't remember what you're talking about.
The guy who, the weird guard guy put on the table. Do you remember him?
No.
No? Well, apparently someone went back and was like, hey, that's the guy who arrested Steven early on. And that's also the nurse later on in the episode. That subdued Steven. And I was like, whoa.
Interesting.
Madness. Literally at the end. But,
yeah. A whole multiverse worth.
Yeah.
Of madness.
Speaking of which, less than 2 weeks away.
Right?
Crazy. I need to get my ticket.
I'm excited. I already have mine.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I'm gonna go see it with Reese, who you all may remember as an earlier guest on this podcast.
We didn't have him back.
Who we said we would have back and have not had back since. I messaged him I messaged him 3 months ago. I was like, "Hey, we want to have you on soon." He was like, "Cool," and then we just never had an opportunity to have a guest on. What?
Oh no, we could do his for the next one. We could have him on for the next one because we finish up Moon Knight, kind of like how we finished up WandaVision.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh no, wait. His was the one right before the end of WandaVision.
Yeah, his was episode 8, where he predicted very confidently that the events of WandaVision would probably never be seen in any
No, we'll have him on for the Multiverse Madness one. That's what we'll do. There we go.
Yeah.
Which I guess is not the next one, but the one after.
I will look at Reese through the camera. Yeah, because we'll be on Zoom.
Of course, back then.
Most likely. I might be in person for that one.
Well, where the hell is Reese going to sit? Well, what microphone's he going to speak into? I guess I can bring the other one back, the one that we usually use. Anyway.
We will see. But yeah, he was like, yeah, it'll never, whatever, spill over into the movies. And then here it looks like...
That's right, he did say that. He said that so that they, people could continue to watch the movies and not have to watch the shows.
He was not so true wrong. At all. Very incorrect.
Bad take, Reese.
It was a bold prediction.
I'll have to clip that.
I do applaud him for that.
I'll have to clip that, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, just be like, Reese,
and
very wrong.
Right before his episode comes on, we'll throw that on the Instagram.
Just humiliate.
Throwback.
Yeah.
Reese being wrong.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Reese. I really do like how he was confident enough to like set like a bold prediction, even if it could have been wrong.
Well, it
I
made
would not
sense.
have been that. I would not have, no, I mean, I was against that at the time.
Yeah, I know you were.
Yeah, I was very against that, and I was correct. This is so off track.
Anyway, so
I do like
at
the
the
prediction
end,
that Reese made. It was cool to take a stand
Yeah.
on the podcast. We, for the most part, are spineless here. We'll just say whatever's online.
we said this we said that explicitly in the first couple of episodes. We're not here.
Yeah.
We're not here to speculate. Even though
No.
that's all we do.
Yeah, we literally only speculate.
we don't do hot takes. We don't have very
No.
many hot takes.
I keep going off of frame. I'm so used to like
Actually, you
just,
know what?
in the chair like
I do
this.
have hot takes because
You
I
do.
said I didn't like Loki. A
Yeah,
lot of people like Loki,
yeah.
but I
and,
love WandaVision.
and I said
I don't know what you said. Anyway, so
I have
the
leftover
end.
takes.
So
I have like when you get a pizza and you eat all the pizzas, you put the pizza in the refrigerator, then take it out like 2 days later and you eat it. I have like those kinds of takes.
cold as shit takes. Cold, but somehow just as good takes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't think
I
you've
have
ever had a
cool
take.
takes. There we go. Closed out that metaphor. I found a way home.
So the end of the episode. So first off, Steven gets shot in the heart twice.
Okay, so let me walk you through me watching this here, because he's doing whatever, he gets shot or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's like kind of close to that, and it kind of staggers back, and I'm like, okay, he can still come out of this here. There's still a way.
Yeah.
Like, one bullet, it looks like it kind of went to the heart.
He's got a major part. He doesn't have Moon Knight anymore.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like he can find a way out of this. He can get there. He can find the idol or whatever. The bullet, it probably it looks like it's something vital, but just one bullet. It's possible it missed everything here. Just as long as I thought, as long as he doesn't get shot again, as long as he gets out there, doesn't get shot again, he's fine. And there's another bullet, bam, and I was like, okay,
Did he shoot
is
him
dead.
3-4 times?
He got shot
Oh, he only got
twice.
twice.
Yeah. But I was like, okay, the show is called Moon Knight, not Oscar Isaac. So maybe Khonshu or
Khonshu.
Khonshu.
Khonshu. Khonshu. Yes.
Khonshu.
Khonshu.
Maybe he'll get Laylee here instead. Oscar Isaac is just dead.
It's called Moon Knight.
There was a lot of applause to Marvel, including their first a mentally ill character, I think I saw people say. So here's a lot of kudos to Marvel for boldly killing off their first mentally ill character after 4 episodes.
I apologize for the spit take. For anyone not watching, I just spit my water out.
Your earlier strategy was right. You should never drink water while I am speaking.
Thank God I didn't get on my computer or you.
What a tragic end of this episode would have been if just everything fried.
You just lost the podcast.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Just the way you said it is what got me.
Yeah.
Everyone was giving props to Marvel because they featured their first mentally ill character. I'm like, well, yes, but that's not how you should say that.
I swear there's one tweet I saw that's really called mentally ill. I was like, that's not correct, I don't think.
That's not how you say that.
But okay.
Wrong language, sir. Oh, jeez.
So anyway, very bold of Marvel to just kill him off. No mercy.
So, but then we're in a mental hospital.
Yes.
And
that was super cool. So
I got such hard Community vibes from that.
I got such
you know, because in Community,
yes,
they make them think that they're in a
Yes.
mental ward. And so,
Yes.
like, is that what's happening right
Yes.
now?
Where I don't know if it was that thing. No, it was one of these things we're talking about after that. But then Troy goes, "I knew it," and Jeff goes, "Stop making him stop letting him make you realize stuff."
It's a great fucking show.
funny.
God, I love that show.
Yeah. Oh, Community is so good. I keep seeing little screen grabs from it and stuff, and just everyone. I'm like, I need to watch the D&D one again. I know I've mentioned D&D 4 times this
There's
episode.
a lot this episode.
But
With the first one, that one's on Facebook. You have to watch it.
Yeah, like I haven't seen it in so long because like I'll always watch through back.
Oh no, you have it on DVD.
On
Never
Netflix.
mind.
Yeah, I have it on DVD, but I haven't seen it in so long. It was so good. Oh, it was the Pegasus one, where they're trying to figure out how to get Pegasus from goblins, and they like only spoke like goblin or whatever, and then Jeff is like so irritated, and he mentions like Pegasus just offhandedly, or one of the other characters does, and Abed speaking to the goblin is like, "Do you say Pegasus, a word I understand in every language?" And Jeff just goes, just giving Abed the death stare. It's such a good show. But the hospital scene, I was like, okay, things are interesting now. Because the first episode of Moon Knight had the really trippy vibes.
Yeah.
And they kind of dialed that back a good bit here. They still have the transitions, but it's not as trippy. Hospital scene was trippy.
Yeah, that shit was trippy.
It was really good.
Everyone fucking nailed that.
Yeah.
Their parts in that. Like,
yeah.
Oscar Isaac should win a goddamn Emmy for the show. It's an Emmy, right?
I think so.
Not Oscar.
I don't know.
Though...
Oscar's Oscar.
So I think he needs an Oscar because that's his name.
Yeah.
Just give him the Oscar because his name is Oscar. Anyway,
Fantastic.
He needs to win an award for this show. He's been fucking incredible.
It felt like Legion. This episode truly, I was like, okay, for the first time in a Marvel show here,
it's felt
like besides
really
WandaVision, the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
I did not know what was going on, and I really like that. Marvel needs to stop holding hands so much with the audience. This was, I felt, a lot of that. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping next episode they
don't try to explain it.
I'm hoping, and spoiler alert, I'm hoping that the next episode doesn't start with the hippopotamus just being like, oh, here's where you are, here's what's happening, here's an explanation.
Well,
Keep up the trippy vibe, please.
A lot of people think they're in his mind.
Yeah, I mean they probably are. The only issue is if they're in his mind, like directly, then he's about to drown. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be a slight issue here. But
right.
A cool one still. The hippo is cool. I sent you the tweet, right?
I need a pop figure of that hippo.
I sent you the tweet, right?
Yes, I believe
with
so.
The
you don't have to explain the tweet though, because I get sent like a lot of tweets. Not really. I get sent like one. The tweet
one where it was like a clip of Oscar Isaac from like years and years.
Hippopotamus. Yeah. I've seen that all over the place.
Okay, I'm just gonna play this in the microphone.
Yeah, he's saying that was it Fallon?
I believe so.
Yeah, he just said like years ago though.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were like, he was warning us the whole time.
Yes, absolutely.
He knew.
That was so funny. That was so
great.
Me seeing that tweet afterwards, the hippopotamus just saying hi and him screaming. That was so good.
Yeah,
that was so good. I like how they ended without the explanation. That's all they need to do, and it's cool because like they have like the VHS of Stephen Grant or whatever. It's cool to see if that is like a real thing, if that inspired like the personality, or if that's something that he constructed afterwards. Mm-hmm. I'm really interested to see how all of this goes.
Yeah,
this was the coolest episode, I think.
Right.
The first one I liked a lot too, but I think this one was like the coolest overall one.
Like out of all the Marvel shows?
No, I'm saying this, this episode.
The show. Okay, yeah.
Out of all of the episodes was the coolest one.
I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I still think WandaVision is my favorite. Though Hawkeye makes a really good nab at it. If WandaVision had done stuff like this,
right?
And I'm hoping Multiverse of Madness does. It looks like it's going to.
Yeah, I might have to rewatch WandaVision right before to get all of it.
Yeah,
good.
Maybe like the 4 days leading up to it, I'll watch WandaVision. You know that's a good idea. Two episodes a day. The 4 days leading up to WandaVision.
Her children might be in this episode. It might be in like the movie.
They are. They're in the trailer.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We saw them in the trailer.
Yeah, but like I don't know because you can have things like it's like a vision here or whatever,
true, yeah.
like whatever. I'm hoping that they actually like the characters,
right?
But like fully have speaking roles and not just like mom, whoosh.
Yeah.
Like how somebody's there. Just like no, not again.
So this episode was Marvel's first, like Marvel Studios, not like Marvel Television.
Yeah.
For their first foray into like the horror kind of psychological thriller genre.
I wish they did
for
more,
real this time.
I wish they did more of it because like
because there's so many characters leave themselves to it.
Yeah,
and it's setting up Multiverse of Madness really well. I think.
And even in this episode, I wish there was more of it that happened like directly in the episode and everything, because like it was nice. I liked seeing it, but I wish they went more into it, leaned more into it. Maybe it's just because the whole series wasn't horror, so they didn't want to like explicitly have like an entire episode just of horror. If, you started watching it and didn't know that's what it would be. But it was cool.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
So, again, so far you liking the show?
Yes.
It's been good.
Really,
consistently
really
good.
It. Yes.
Because like my biggest complaint with Loki was it dropped off after episode 3.
Yeah.
That was just me. Everyone else seemed to like it.
Yeah, I didn't like episode 2 or 5, but I liked 1, 3, 4,
right, but there was
of,
always an episode. It was
Loki. Yeah. This,
and then
episode 1 was trippy, then it kind of went away from the trippy, but was still good in terms of story. Now it's back to trippy and in terms of story. So I'm hoping that it's really consistent the whole way through, because this could be Marvel's first truly consistently good show.
Right, and the important part is to nail the ending, which Loki did. This is the only show I think so far that it like did the best of at doing.
I didn't like Loki's end because it
also left it to do more though.
Huge cliffhanger. And
but there's supposed to be more, so that's a little different.
Yeah, but it's like
than the rest of it.
Why make a season 6 episodes that's going to end on a cliffhanger here?
Hawkeye had a good ending. It wasn't great. It was good.
Yeah, this could be the first like truly great ending for a Marvel show.
And do you think we'll get a season 2?
I hope so. This is the first series where I could really see a season 2 because it's not like, oh, here's like a bridge show, like how WandaVision would be a bridge from like Endgame to Doctor Strange.
Right.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier is a bridge from Captain America 3 to Captain America 4, which we'll probably get at some point here, or just his next appearance in the show.
And if you really think about it, Spider-Man 3 was a bridge. Like it bridges. And it's not really a bridge, because it bridges Multiverse of Madness and Spider-Man
bridge
3 or Spider-Man 2. Sorry, Spider-Man 3 bridges Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, yes.
It's bridges Spider-Man 2 and Multiverse of Madness in terms of Strange's story, I guess.
Yeah.
So okay, it's in some ways it's a bridge, and then in other ways it's just a brand new beginning for Spider-Man.
Yeah, and then
Loki
kind of serves as a bridge between Avengers Endgame and his next appearance.
Yeah, and a little bit Multiverse of Madness, because we got a little peek at it.
Yeah,
or was it?
Yeah.
Jesus, so many people going live on Twitch.
Kind
right of. We could go live on Twitch right now.
Yeah.
No one would watch us.
I would watch us.
I'm glad.
Just there.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right there. And then Hawkeye is also a bridge, kind of like it doesn't. I'm saying these shows are bridges, like they don't necessarily need a season 2, with the exception of Loki because of the cliffhanger ending. Right. But Moon Knight isn't a bridge between anything. It's really like start off as a standalone thing, and it looks like it'll end as a standalone thing.
And they said, and the director said that before the show started.
If so, that's the perfect setup for a show that has a season 2.
Right.
Marvel's first kind of foray or whatever into that.
I want, and then they're probably not going to do it like this, but the way with them being that, if Moon Knight does have a season 2, and if Loki has a season 2, or when Loki has a season 2,
yeah, Loki season 2 should be 2023, right?
I hope it's longer than 6 episodes.
Right, please.
Because like I'm kind of hoping that these shows right here,
longer than 6.
The first couple shows are just like, all right, let's see how many episodes we need. Because WandaVision had 9.
Yeah.
It fell again.
And then
everyone else since has had 6.
Didn't one have 8? No, I'm thinking of like The Mandalorian had 8.
You're right. It had.
Yeah,
right.
And Book of Boba Fett had 7. Which the Book of Boba Fett was the worst everything.
Yeah.
Like it was a good show, but it wasn't anything in its own. It was just
like we said, if it had just been called Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars the show. It would have been good as Star Wars the show. It would have been confusing still probably in terms of episodes, but
yeah.
Oh well.
But anyway, that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, Moon Knight was really good.
Fantastic so far.
Because in Legion, not trying to spoil anything about the show.
That's fine.
But a lot of it takes place in like a mental hospital. This episode of Legion that's a lot like this episode of Moon Knight. So that was cool.
Yeah, it was. I like what they're doing, but then we only got 2 episodes left, which is
super
wild.
Trippy. Felt like the trippiness of Legion. Hopefully they keep all of that up. I'm really hoping that they do. That would be phenomenal. That would be phenomenal.
Yeah. So with that, the Eternals. I finally
Yeah,
watched
we have one more thing to talk about. Wally has finally watched the Eternals 6 months after its release.
I was homesick
You've
for a
watched
couple
it.
days.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, might as well watch Eternals. And
I've never been so grateful
overall
that you were
thoughts?
ill. Never been so grateful that you were ill. So here we go. Yes.
Overall
thoughts.
thoughts,
You speak
overarching-
first.
overarching
You remind
thoughts.
me what happened, and then I'll speak.
oh God. All right. Well, I was just gonna say I enjoyed the movie. I don't know why
Yeah.
everyone didn't like it. It was weird. Like, I mean, I don't think it added a ton to the MCU.
No, it was
It was a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
A beautifully shot movie. The acting
yeah.
was really good. I didn't like how fast they killed off one of the characters. Oh, by the way, spoilers.
Which
for,
one?
For fucking Eternals. It's been 6 months. We're fine.
Yeah.
Anyone who
Everyone's
wanted to
watched
see
who
it,
wants it. Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Ajax. Why'd they kill her off so fast?
Yeah. And also, okay, I just want to say from the very first time I saw him on screen, and
Ajax is Selma
and I
Hayek.
what no
Oh.
no like sorry I'm talking about someone else. Yeah, from the first time I saw this person I'm about to name on screen and heard them speak, I knew they were evil. I was like, they're a bad guy. It was
Yeah.
Icarus. As
Icarus.
soon as I saw him, I was like, he's bad. And
Yeah, you could kind of tell.
I didn't want to say anything to to Lauren, who I was watching it with, because like it's
Because you had seen it and she hadn't, or no?
no, because we were watching it at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna nudge her and say like, I think he's evil, but I was like, it's so obvious, I don't want to. She didn't realize it up until the very end. I was like,
See, I knew someone betrayed. I thought it was I knew someone betrayed them. I thought it was gonna be the other guy who just like took the Mayans and the Spaniards and just left.
oh yeah.
I thought it was gonna be him.
I
Whose
was
name
like,
I don't
I was like,
remember.
Icarus, I just don't like him. He's evil. And then he was, and I was like, oh, is that supposed to be like a twist? I just thought it was so obvious, the whole
yeah.
time. And apparently a lot of other people did not. I don't want to say that I'm smarter and watching the movie, because a lot of things I missed, and I'm very dumb in watching a lot of things. So don't take that as me trying to brag. I just thought that was a weird thing in the movie where to me it was very obvious he was evil, and I wish they would have hidden it a bit more. He just seemed very suspicious the entire time.
Right. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie a lot. I liked the way it moved through time, and I liked every character. My favorite character was oh god, I can't remember his name. The Indian guy.
Oh yeah,
He was wonderful.
He was fantastic.
He was in the very first episode of the rebooted Twilight Zone show.
King something.
Something like that. Yeah. I remember his name.
It's
I guess we
but
could
yeah,
look this up.
yeah, because that's actually where I knew him from. I watched the
Right.
first episode of the Twilight Zone show, and I was like, he was very good in that. He did very well here. He was so
He was really
funny,
but
not
it wasn't
not in like an
misplaced funny.
not like an overbearing way. He was just a great presence the entire thing.
Kingo,
Kingo, yeah,
Camille
yeah.
and Johnny.
Yeah.
The girl who plays Cersei was also incredible in this.
And I really like how at the very end they did not all agree on like the right thing to do. How like Icarus and Sprite were like, we need to make sure the Celestial is born. How Kingo was like, I'm impartial. I'm just stepping back. I will not be involved on either side. The rest of them were like, we need to stop this. I thought that was cool. Like they all kind of had their own opinions, and they all kind of like just held on a little bit, and no one was like, you have, we'll fight you because you disagree. They're just like, we're gonna fight because we want each thing to happen here. So I liked that a lot.
It was weird, including the. Oh my God, what were the opposites of the Eternals?
The Deviants.
The Deviants.
That
it was
was
weird
very
that they
odd.
were, because like they almost built it up to where like, oh, these are the main bad guys.
Yeah,
But they
Marvel does
like
that a
didn't really
lot.
even play like a big part in it.
No,
Like there really wasn't a bad guy. It was just like
it was
just a saving the world event.
But yeah, which I hated. They should not have had the Celestial be born like that. And
Yeah, it was an
they
interesting
should not
way to
have
go.
had, what was that other guy who appeared in the sky afterwards to summon the Celestials or whatever? Like it looked cool. It looked very, very cool. Like in terms of like the world, if you're like a person walking on Earth after the whole Thanos thing and you see that in the sky, I would I would climb to a very tall building and throw myself off, because I'm like, okay, I do not understand anything anymore. This is, look at what just appeared in the sky. Look at it. Just because you could see his face from London. In like California, you'd probably see his like you see this like giant thigh or whatever blocking out the sun, and you'd be like, okay, well there goes that.
And this is another thing what you talked about. I don't know
What's
what you're talking about, but like, well, first off, where's Sword? Shouldn't they be up there?
Right.
And where are the other superheroes? Like, would they not have? That's okay. It's broken. Would they not have seen that? Like, maybe we should go check this out.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's like,
but Marvel does this all the time.
You have to keep things like localized in some way. Otherwise, it's like, why are the other heroes not there?
What?
Why is Sam Wilson, Captain America, not flying out to somewhere, being like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah. Or why is Strange and why just like they can see it from where they are clearly,
right?
But and then I had this complaint with the Defenders, like these buildings are just getting blown up, in New York City. Yeah, where the hell is Stark? Where's Captain America? Like, what's going on? There's only these 4 guys or only these 4 heroes are around. There's no way.
Yeah,
Marvel does that a lot.
Yeah, so, but like there are ways to do it better than others. And that ending of the Eternals, and especially when they're just
Gilgamesh,
back, I'm like,
was great.
Yeah,
I loved him. He was wonderful.
I wish he didn't die.
Oh yeah, of course. I forgot he was killed.
He was so cool. I really liked him.
Don Lee did a great job.
And can we talk about Festus?
Trying to figure
just for
Festus.
A moment.
Trying to figure out which one he was.
He was the
Fastos. Yeah.
Fastos. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He had a child.
What?
He had a child. That's why he wanted to kill the.
Can we talk about how they made him canonically responsible for Hiroshima?
Oh yeah, that was fucking weird.
Why did they do that?
Yeah, that was weird.
Make him canonically responsible for that. That's such a weird choice, right?
Yeah.
Just him sitting in the ashes there. I was like, why did they choose
for that to happen? Yeah,
it was so abrupt.
There are a lot of weird choices in this movie. Like I don't think it takes too much away from the movie, but like that one was a weird choice.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think but like
I liked his family. I liked his kid. I liked the reason he had to freaking continue on. It was so well done. I'm glad he survived. I did not want him to die.
Mm-hmm.
He did great.
Yeah.
The girl who was fast as well, I absolutely loved her.
She was cool, yeah.
She did great.
She wasn't in very much, but she was cool when she was there. The thing with Fastos is that, that I, as an engineer, thought interesting was how like how they decided to tell humanity's story with technology always kind of leads to war, and that what Fastos could this could help them be really good. It would always turn to bad. I don't like that.
Yeah, no,
I don't like that, mostly because like I'm like very pro technology, and that was a very anti technology take.
Yeah,
it was a little, I didn't love it.
Kind of a take.
Yeah. Then we both drank at the same time.
Can we talk about how Icarus, after he lost, he literally flew into the sun?
Oh my god, I missed that part. Oh, you're right. He did fly into the sun, didn't he?
Why? I don't know. That's all I asked. I assumed he was going to like fly away. No, he flew into the sun.
Yep. Did he die?
What?
I guess he died.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess so.
So Angelina Jolie confused me in this movie.
Can I actually say one?
Yeah, go ahead. One more thing,
quickly
and then we'll get
first.
to that.
Yeah. The last thing I wanted to add for right now, there's one more thing I want to say for the very, very end.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say right now is I like how the Celestial, I hate the trope of like BBEG kind of like slowly revealing information, not revealing everything up at once. I like how the Celestial just literally as soon as whatever her name was, he was just like, here is every piece of information.
Cersei?
Yes. So he's like every piece of information, even more than you need to know right now. Here's everything. I was like, props to him. Props to him for just being, here's all of this stuff.
Oh, so the last one died? All right, cool. So you're next. So here's everything that you need to know.
Because they could have easily done that horrible trope I just hate of like slowly or whatever, not telling her the whole story. No, he was like, here's all the news. And I was like, that is really cool.
Like what I do to you for the podcast. Like we're going to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
And then I totally reveal what that stuff is. And like, okay, so Angelina Jolie was Athena, depending on what you want.
Yeah.
Throughout this movie, she did not speak very much, but I thought she was
great,
really good in this movie. She was like, and I was surprised when I first saw that she was gonna be in this. I don't really know much Angelina Jolie stuff. I was a little skeptical, gotta be honest, because what is she? Oh, she's known for Maleficent and Laura Croft Tomb Raider. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have been skeptical about it.
Wow. All right.
But for me, I was like, maybe we'll see. She was fantastic in this movie.
Yeah.
Especially when she had to be like really just kind of like to herself and like not like when the thing took her over. She was great. She was great in this movie.
Yeah.
Everyone was great in this movie. I think. It was just a little weird and didn't add a ton to the MCU, but it definitely sets them up to be something in the MCU.
It felt like a weird time for this movie.
This movie literally could have come out whenever in the MCU.
I also hate that like they made it have to have a sequel. In my opinion, you should.
Do they?
You should never, because I mean they like took some of the Eternals away, and the other ones are out there, and then like
you're right.
I mean like.
I didn't think it set up too much for a sequel.
If they just left them on Earth, it would have been fine. But they took them away specifically and was like, "Oh, I'm going to return. I'm going to probe your memories and return to Earth for judgment here about what should happen to the planet." And because there were no other MCU people involved, it's like they have to address in Eternals too. There's no other way to address this well, unless they do another. I don't know. I wish they left it more standalone.
Yeah.
And then given it time for the characters to like, see, like, oh, do people like this or not? If they do, cool, we'll have a sequel. If not, then whatever. They kind of set up in this way where it's anticipated that there is going to be a major sequel that comes back that addresses all of these things.
Well, and then the end credit scenes.
Hadn't. Yeah, the end credit scene is what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I
Which one?
really want to talk about.
Which I missed both. I forgot about them when I watched them the first time, so I had to go back and watch them on YouTube.
The
Harry Styles is
Black
in this
Knight
movie.
one.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
going to talk
Go
about
ahead.
first. I've been waiting to talk to you about this for like ever.
I
kept almost mentioning it. Like I don't want to spoil it. Like the Black Knight was confirmed here.
Yeah.
Because then you'd have been like, oh, and I've been like, oops.
So Black Knight.
But I'm thinking the Black Knight either teaming up with Blade, the Black Knight teaming up with Moon Knight.
You did kind of say something last episode.
Yeah,
and you're just like,
and then I was like,
oh no, yeah.
So, yeah.
Remember when this was in a YouTube video?
What?
On Jimbo Slice Films.
What?
Remember you talked to this during our
I said
something about family. Friends and family and friends and family. Anyway, sorry, continue. Black Knight.
Looked at the camera and I turned that to the camera.
So Black Knight.
Yeah, I just thought that was cool. I had other notes 6 months ago. That's all I can think of now.
Maybe they'll come back to you eventually because now I've seen it. So
perhaps.
And
I'm hoping we get more with him. I hit that they set him up, and
did nothing.
What's gonna happen with him? Because we know basically the next 5 years worth of content for Marvel, and he's nowhere
to be, as far as we know,
on the slate.
Nowhere to be seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. And then Star Fox.
Yeah.
Harry Styles.
Which was kind of a weird scene.
It was strange. That was the one I saw first, and then I saw the Black Knight one. But
which is the order it happened in the movie.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
But that was strange.
It was so funny.
Don't know what. It felt weird that they. Yeah, go ahead.
You can go first.
I was gonna say it felt weird that they introduced him after Thanos is dead.
Yeah.
It was strange.
I don't know how he's his brother either. It brings this weird.
No, they explain it in the comics.
Yeah, but
they are brothers.
But the movies haven't like stuck directly to the comics here.
Really, no
and
way.
They've kind of given different backstories for things, especially the Celestials, or not the Celestials, the Eternals, and like all that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what this will mean for, or like the Deviants. I think I meant to say.
Well, I know. Technically, Thanos is a deviant, I believe.
Yeah, but he can't really be here in the same way.
Yeah.
He's also from Titan. So it's still a little odd.
It's weird.
The thing I wanted to add is when this scene came out, you have the Goblin who's all stumbling around or whatever, who wasn't really animated all that well compared to a lot of other Marvel things. That was a little bit odd. If like they ran out of like the budget, they had to skimp on him a bit. But I saw the Eternals on opening night. The movie theater was packed. And I was
wow, you really have been waiting 6 months for me to watch this movie.
Yeah. I like a full 6. It's been over 6 months now.
Damn, I'm sorry.
The movie theater, no worries at all. Like, take your time. I can say that now because you actually have watched it. The movie theater was packed. For the most part, the movie theater was quiet throughout the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
As soon as Harry Styles appeared, burst into like cheers and like applause and like everything. I could not hear like what he was saying, and it was so jarring to have that happen only during a credit scene. I was like, wow, a lot of Harry Styles fans in a.
You ever listen to his solo albums? His solo albums are really good. They're kind of like that, like they're like reminiscent of like 70s pop. They're really good.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay,
really enjoy this. Sweet. I really enjoy. I would say I'm a Harry Styles fan. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go see him.
All right,
but I enjoy his music.
Sweet,
but
it was just
it's weird that he's
so
in the
abrupt. And it literally felt like they just kind of put him in the post-credit scene to just get that kind of like of a reaction.
Yeah, probably.
It seems so weird because like I just
kind
hate
of
that
misplaced.
Like the Eternals to me, like it wasn't good, it wasn't bad. It was like truly like just like an average mid-tier kind of MCU movie in my mind. So it seems kind of weird setting up in a way where it directly needs
a sequel.
Like a sequel. When like movies like Shang-Chi, which in my opinion were a lot more focused, they set up where it doesn't need a sequel at all. Like they can just
except for the end where they said we'll be back in Shang-Chi 2.
But like they could in theory just have the character pop up in like other movies
things,
and like be fine. But the Eternals, they kind of were like, no, we need another movie because there's no way we can address all of this in like whatever. So it was a little bit weird for the Eternals to do that.
I thought it was more on the upper end of things. I'm not saying like top 10.
Yeah.
How many are there now? Probably like top 15-ish, I think, in terms of Marvel projects. Yeah. I hate saying that. I don't know why. But like in terms of Marvel entertainment on the screen, I think it's top 15 at least.
Yeah.
One that I think is middle of the line was Black Widow, or a little bit lower than middle of the line.
Okay.
I thought this was better than Black Widow.
Yeah, I would rate this as like just above it.
Okay.
Like just above.
Mm-hmm. So, I enjoyed it. It's an enjoyable movie. I would watch it again because there are a couple I wouldn't. I have not rewatched not Ragnarok. Dark World.
Yeah.
I don't think many people have, unless like they're going through all the movies. But yeah, so it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. We're at an hour 40.
Oh, this is actually
it's a pretty good, decent length. Yeah, I know. Unlike the last episode, which was, the last episode was a good length. It's just yeah. We did not expand upon this like we did with Spider-Man.
No.
But so yeah, we're less than a month or less than 2 weeks away from Multiverse of Madness. I cannot wait to talk about that.
Looking forward to that. I have my tickets open tonight.
Did you want to do because the podcast falls on that week? I think it's the 3rd. Is the next podcast, or did you want to do? Did you want to do one that week for Moon Knight, and then do one the next week? And just have 2 back-to-backs, and then we'll go back to our double schedule.
Yeah.
You want to do that? Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we're gonna do a regular 2 weeks, and then we're gonna have 2, and then we'll go back to a regular 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So then I think the next one would be Obi-Wan, or right before Obi-Wan.
So is this it then? Are we?
Yeah, I'm thinking this is it. I think I'm good.
Cool.
Do you have anything else to say about anything ever?
I don't think so. I think everything ever is.
That's
over.
a lot to say. Yeah.
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 Here's one more thing. I saw a movie.
Oh. Did
recently. Yeah, I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I have heard great things about this movie. It was
fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, like I would not go as so far as say it's my favorite movie. Favorite movie ever here. It's like a gold standard or whatever, but it was very, very solid. Probably a 9 out of 10.
We're gonna have to talk about our favorite movies if during a non-content episode, because
sure.
Man, you will be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, Wally? How is that your favorite movie?"
Nice.
But that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
To that. Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That's our.
Yep. I believe that's everything.
That's
I think
everything.
that wraps
For
it all.
Our first
nice little bow on it.
First in-person podcast
Back
in a
over
long
here.
time.
Yeah. And we have a new wall.
New wall. Actually, yeah, we do because there's no bookshelf behind us.
New
so
wall,
say goodbye.
same Wally.
Say goodbye to the alligator head.
Yep.
Should this be alligator head part 2?
Say goodbye to us.
And say, well, don't say goodbye
to the
to
alligator.
us.
Let's say goodbye to us
for now.
For now, we will
now.
see you all, or we'll hear, or you'll hear. We'll speak. We'll talk. You'll listen. Perhaps see us. You will do that to us. 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
Well, not 2 weeks from now.
Moon
2 weeks
Knight,
from the upload. The next upload time.
which is tomorrow. And hopefully, I get it out.
Stay safe.
Oh,
Take care. Oh,
and don't forget to listen to the brand new Wolfgate Entertainment podcast. It's called.
Just dropped the
Jesus
microphone,
Christ!
yeah.
The microphone fell. It's called. Did it again.
the new podcast called "Oh Jesus Christ, the
called-
Microphone Fell."
It's called.
Coming soon.
It's called NASCAR Know-It-Alls on the Wolfgate Entertainment channel, and we now have a channel on Apple Podcasts. So Wolfgate Entertainment channel. So that's fun and exciting news.
Nice.
Episode 2 for that will come out on Wednesday.
This is before microphones held on for so long, and we're almost over.
It's gone through 2.
Hold on there for just another moment.
It's gone through 2 episodes today. It needs rest. So,
Okay.
peace out, everyone. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye.